Now I had the time of my life. No, I never felt like this before. Yes, I swear it's a truth, and I owe it all to you. 'Cause I had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you. I've been waiting for so long. Now I finally found someone to stand by me. We saw the writing on the wall as we felt this magical fantasy. Now with passion in our eyes, there's no way we could disguise secretly. So we take each other's hand, 'cause we seem to understand the urgency. Just remember, you're the one thing I can't get enough of. So I'll tell you something. Engage! Pull back, pull back! Hey, baby. With my body and soul, I want you more than you'll ever know. So we'll just let it go. Don't be afraid to lose control. No. Yes, I know it's on your mind. You say, stay with me tonight. Just remember, you're the one thing I can't get enough of. So I'll tell you something. This could be love, because I had the time of my life. Never felt this way before. Yes, I swear it's a truth, and I owe it all to you. 'Cause
But thinking about others. You also did a really good job of remembering previous lessons later on in the hike, so you always bring out the wide and the narrow path, even
Guys, these are your keys to the kingdom, which you are able to take home. You can get them cut, and they have the camp scripture engraved on them. So the symbolism with these guys is that getting into the kingdom is not something we earn. Just one. So the kingdom is a free gift.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. You'll always have my shoulder when you cry. I'll never let go, never say goodbye. You know you can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh. You can count on me 'cause I can count on you.
I got my first real 6-string, bought it at the 5 and dime. Played it till my fingers bled. Was the summer of '69. Me and some guys from school had a band and we tried real hard. Jimmy quit, Jody got married. Should've known we'd never get far. Oh, when I look back now, the summer seemed to last forever. And if I had the choice, yeah, I always wanna be there. Those were the best days of my life. Hey!
little bit of JoJo Dancer, a little bit of thoughts of mine coming out the mind of this midnight rambler. I can't wait till these tunes of mine get me out of this local jam. Get up on that big stage now, show the world just who the heck I am. Ever think that if it all goes right, you got something that can change your life? Use that moment just to show your life. Everything is gonna be alright, 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 right, right, crashing through the sky. Alright, I'm screaming to the stars collide. I'm telling everybody, that's right. We all got the spark. We all got the spark tonight. Take it back the way we are, 'cause that's just the way we are. I'm crashing through the door. Well, alright, we all got the spark. We all got the spark tonight. They say if you look around for something hard enough, and you just might find it. And there's some around who wanna keep you down, but shawty, don't be blinded. Feeling trapped, thinking that you can't get out of this humdrum scene. Time to turn this thing upside down. Show these people what you really mean. Ever think that you lose your mind? Could it be the big dream you'll find? No more waiting 'cause it's almost time. Everything is gonna be alright, 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 right, right, hey, hey, hey. Crashing through the sky. Alright, I'm screaming to the stars collide. I'm telling everybody, that's right. We all got the spark. We all got the spark tonight. Take it back the way we are, 'cause that's just the way we are. I'm crashing through the door. Well, alright, we all got the spark. We all got the spark tonight.
And that, lads, is how it's done.
That's how it's done.
don't know where I've been for the past few years or so. Paris to China to Colorado. Sometimes there's airplanes I can't jump out. Sometimes there's bullshit that don't work now. We got our stories, but please tell me what there's to complain about. When you're happy like a fool, you let it take you over. When everything is out, you gotta take it in. Oh, this has gotta be the good life. This has gotta be the good life. This could really be a good life, good life. I say, oh, this feeling that you can't fight. The city is on fire tonight. This could really be a good life, a good, good life. Hopelessly, I feel like there might be something that I'll miss. Hopelessly, I feel like the window closes so quick. Hopelessly, I'm taking a mental picture of you now. Cause hopelessly, the hopeless we have so much to feel good about. Oh, this has gotta be the good life. This has gotta be the good life. This could really be a good life, good life. I say, oh, this feeling that you can't fight. The city is on fire tonight. This could really be a good life, a good, good life. Oh, yeah, a good, good life, good life.
Well, good morning, Egypt, and welcome to another day, another vlog of plagues. Currently, we are enduring a blackout. These past few days has been very hectic in Egypt. Now, over to Stacey to provide more details.
Thank you, Stacey. We are here with one of the Sahara Desert residents, Ebony. All the water has somehow changed to red. What do you think about this, Ebony?
Oh, it's amazing. Tomato juice is my favorite. That's a tomato juice.
Okay. Back to you, Stacey.
Thank you, Stacey. In other news, 90% of livestock... Wait, what is that noise? What is that noise? It's a frog! It's a frog! Get the poison! Get the poison! Anyways, over to Pretty on the cattle field.
Thank you, Stacey. And here we are with one and only cow left.
Ma.
Okay, never mind. Back to you, Stacey.
Thank you, Pretty. We have found out who's responsible for these plagues, and as of now, we will hand over the broadcast to those in the field reporting.
Well, here I am with the perpetrators of the devastating plagues. I must ask, why are you doing this?
Konnichiwa. Oh, sorry, you don't speak Hebrew. But we've been slaves for hundreds of years, and we think it's time that we're to be set free. We're trying to meet Pharaoh halfway, but he's just not budging at all. We can't say that.
Well, anyways, thank you for that. And now over to Pretty to give us more information about the Pharaoh.
So here I am in the Pharaoh's chamber, and he has offered some of his time to talk about it.
I'm honestly quite disappointed with the way the Israelites have been treating me over the past couple of days. I mean, all I wanted them to do is bridge the gap between one side of the River Nile to the other so people can walk across it freely. And I do plenty of things to help them and compensate for them, like give them plenty of food and give them plenty of shelter. And the way that they have been thinking about us Egyptians is absolutely terrible.
But Your Majesty, we heard some random news that you have been treating them like slaves.
Slaves?
Yeah.
No comment.
But Your
No
Majesty,
comment. No,
Your
I don't wanna
Majesty.
talk about it. It's back on.
Okay, back to you, Stacey.
Well, I'm currently here with yet another citizen who has been a victim of the plague of boils. How has this been going for you?
Not very well. Ever since Pharaoh hasn't let these Israelites go, I've got all these nasty red dots on me and they're really itchy. I hope he lets the Israelites go very soon.
Yeah, that does look very sore. I hope you get better soon. Anyways, I'll have to hand it over to Pretty.
So here we are today with Pharaoh's son. So what do you think about it?
My dad is the ruler of this country, so he has many more tasks to take care of. So, as the firstborn, I have to stay here at home, and it will...
Okay, he's dead, and let's see what the Pharaoh thinks about it.
Dang.
Well, it looks like the Pharaoh has set the Israelites free. Well, that's Egypt's pyramid news. Thank you and have a good one.
And in our top story today, people are anxiously awaiting the newest member of the royal family. We now go to Cherry, reporting live outside the Royal Hospital.
People have lined these streets for 1,260 hours, patiently waiting the arrival of the royal baby. Here are some frontline spectators. So, why have you girls been waiting here so long?
Well, I love the royal family. I'm just so excited for the royal birth.
And why have you been waiting?
I'm just here to get on TV.
Everybody likes a bit of fame every now and then. I mean, why else do you think I took this job?
Oh, okay then. Moving on. Oh. We've just been informed that a freakish-looking lizard is making its way to the entrance of the hospital. It has just broken through the street barriers. We go back to Cherry, who is reporting live at the scene.
I've just found the two men that single-handedly defeated the lizard. Now, what are your names, gentlemen?
My name's Jono and this is John.
Okay then, and how did you do this?
Well, we just punched him in the faces.
I think we have just heard the first sound of the royal baby. Oh look, they're coming here already. Caught live on TNZ. This is Cherry Barberi.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to 60 Seconds. Tonight we have an extraordinary story sent in by a viewer. After a strange encounter, a donkey has behaved in a peculiar manner. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oi, mate, why have you hit me these 3 times?
Because you abuse me.
Mate, what are you doing? Haven't I been your donkey since you were like a wee lad? I took you to the playground, and then when you got older, I took you to Centrelink and to Woolies. What happened to those days? What are you doing?
A talking donkey? That's impossible. We have called in specialist David Attenborough to analyse the situation.
Thank you, Joyce. Over the many years of my professional career, I have failed to witness anything as remarkable as this. I decided to delve deeper into the matter and investigate what happened. I'm here on location where the actual matter has taken place. Were you actually there when the donkey spoke?
Yes, I seem to have caused the chaos on the road. The donkey seemed afraid of me.
Excuse me, Don't you find it absurd that a donkey has spoken?
Well, yeah, I kind of thought it was scary.
What do you think?
Well, the last time I heard a donkey speak was the movie Shrek.
Your opinion?
Well, I don't care about that because in the morning I make waffles.
I have with me today a wildlife specialist. Brianna, how can this be physically possible that a donkey can speak?
Well, the only way I can think of is a divine genetic mutation. We do have another slightly undeveloped theory involving a sad accident with a parrot, but we don't have much more information that we can give you on that one.
Well, unfortunately, that's the way it's just going to be, little darling.
That's the way it's gonna be, little darling. You go riding on the horses, yeah, yeah. Way up in the sky, little darling. Oh, and if you fall, pick you up, pick you up. That's the way.
Good afternoon and welcome to Channel 2 News. Today we have breaking news coming from Jericho. A lake with undrinkable water has apparently been made drinkable by a prophet. We have managed to get a hold of him. We are now going to cross the field where our reporter MK is with him.
So, Prof, how'd you do it?
Why, I put a little salt on it.
Is it true that your teacher rests on you?
Yes, it is, and I have to admit it was quite hard to see him go. However, I will do my very best to fill in his shoes.
Are you going anywhere next?
Well, I believe I'm on my way to Damascus next.
Baldy! 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 What a loser, you Baldy!
I hereby curse you in the name of the Lord.
With that, back to the studio!
Well, that was hectic, and that's all we have for today. See you next time on Channel 2 News.
Welcome to Night Goss 2.0. I'm Lyda Rain, and boys, we have a juicy story tonight. He's got the money, the fame, and the wives. His name? Solomon. We now go to Bobby Turkin, who is currently with the man himself.
Thank you, Lyda. Now, tell me about yourself. How did you become the man you are?
Well, do you know what? I have so much money, and I've got so many things that you wouldn't even dream of. I got money, I've got smarts, I'm wise, I'm amazing. Look, I'm building a structure, and this is going to be the best structure in the whole entire world, and it's going to have gold in it, so much gold that you people would wish that you were me.
We now go live to the construction site where Mabigail is interviewing world-renowned architect Mama Jordan and the great Aussie builder Amber Beastland.
So, Mama, what made you world-renowned?
Well, these Chinese people hired me to do the Great Wall of China. And a few years in, I noticed that they wanted to build longer and longer, and it's so annoying. After a few years after that, I noticed that I wanted to design more than I wanted to build. So that's how I got into the pyramids of Giza. And I built all of them. Yeah. And after the last one, Solomon gave me a call and it offered me a lot of money, so of course I took it. And here I am.
Oh, good day, mate.
So, what materials are you using?
Well, I took a Yui down at Bunny's and grabbed a snag from the front. The geezer got me a real good bargain on gold, a beaut of a deal. My ute was chock-a-block full. Mate, no, that doesn't go there. Mate, oh, okay, mate. Yeah, it's a ripper of a job. Oh, well, it's smoke up time, so good day, mate. Hey, mate, no, over here, mate.
Now, on a more serious note, we go to Gavin Bray, who has the opportunity of interviewing a few of Solomon's lovely wives.
Thank you, Lada. And with me, I have Padine and Elia. So, girls, what is it like to live in a palace?
Well, it's great because my husband bought me this amazing dress. It cost a fortune.
What? He only got me this t-shirt.
Well, imagine fitting into this.
Are you saying I'm fat?
Maybe.
Hey, no, give it to me, give me the dress.
Back to you, Lada.
Stay tuned for our future updates. Follow us on Twitter and give us a like on Facebook. I'm Lida Rain. This is Night Ops 2.0. Thanks for watching.
G'day and welcome to the Syrian breakfast show. Sadness has fallen on the Syrian people as, once again, Gerald, the royal camel, has gone missing. Please report any sightings to the nearest messenger. Breaking news. After years of suffering from a terrible leprosy, Naaman, the king's favoured general, has been miraculously healed. Over to Keith with more details from the story.
Thank you, Caitlin, but I'm not Keith. Anyway, I'm here with two witnesses. No, not the ones you're thinking about, but two of Naaman's servants who experienced this miraculous event firsthand. Please, tell us what happened.
Well, it all started when Naaman came before his master, the king of Syria. The king, wanting to help Naaman, sent him to the king of Israel, bearing many gifts.
Naaman, he came before the king of Israel with a message from the Syrian king. The king was distressed and he tore his clothes. Suddenly, a messenger of Elisha appeared.
It turns out the message instructed Naaman to go wash in the Jordan River 7 times.
Interesting. He felt insulted so much that he was furious. Being sent down to the grungy Jordan really set him off.
Reluctantly, Naaman obliged and washed in the river. After the 7th wash, Naaman was healed. He was cleansed of his leprosy.
It's as if the service team gave him a look.
What a truly amazing event this has been. Oh, and Gerald's in and out.
We come to you today with a story about a man who suddenly went missing. What we all want to know is, Annie, are you okay? I'm Rachel Grimshaw and I'm here to tell you about the tragic case of Annie, who suddenly disappeared and no one seems to know where. Our first segment begins with our lead detective, Adeli, who lives in the small town of New Delhi.
We are here now with our oldest local town member, Mephi, who happens to be the son of Annie. So Mephi, do tell me, what was your relationship like with your father?
Well, the first 300 years were great, but then he just left us without any warning.
Well, what do you think happened to him?
Well, my theory is that a Russian submarine must have taken him when he went out swimming. Like, he went out swimming and this Russian submarine came up and got him. And then but he's now being tortured for information on Project ARC and the best anti-aging cream.
Well, that's an interesting theory, I suppose. And now over to Gracie, our investigator from some obscure placey.
I'm here with Lama and his sister Ilama. So Lama, what do you think about your father's theory on your grandfather's disappearance?
What? The Russians? That's ridiculous. We think his mind is vanishing like my grandfather did.
Don't worry, we're putting him in a home soon.
So what's your theory, Ilama?
Personally, I think an alpaca took him.
So what we do know is that Lama is the spitting image of his grandfather, Eni.
Tonight's final segment focuses on the great-grandson of Eni, a man slightly on the crazy side and a bit of a recluse, Noza. So, Noza, what do you think of your family's point of view on the disappearance of your great-grandfather?
Let's put it this way, they're all on the right track.
The mystery continues, but the question still remains. Eni, are you okay?
Good evening and welcome to the Nightly News. The former Egyptian prince turned slave liberator is currently facing civil unrest as a rebellion leader Ko tries to usurp his leadership. We shall go live to Eddie now, who's with the leaders at present. How's it going, Eddie?
Yes, Carol. I'm here with the retired Egyptian prince, Mo. What do you have to say about the protest?
Well, I've only come to one conclusion, that the rebellers will be only called one thing, rebel scum.
Okay, now let's take a look at Ko's perspective, shall we? So, Ko, what do you have to say about the protests? What was the reason?
Why should he lead? Sorry. He doesn't fulfill his campaign promises. He took our onions, and we've been eating the same manner every time.
You're welcome.
And it's not even gluten-free.
True. Anything else you'd like to say? Sounds like Mo's in a bit of a pickle. Don't you reckon, Carol? So, Mr. Officer, should I call you? What's the situation here?
It's not exactly peachy.
Here we have the final showdown between Ko and Mo, naturally fighting for power and territory. Now, remember, be quiet, watch and listen.
This is Israel!
Well, that's a shame. Thanks for watching, and back to you.
In the news on the hour, Steve Jobs has just released a new iPhone.
The iPhone X. We've taken design to a whole new level. We've added a gold backing with diamond. And we listened to the fans. And we've tried to inspire, motivate, and encourage. So we added 1 GB of memory. We've also added features such as the removable backing.
You can add storage?
No, you can look at it. You've heard of voice recognition, you've heard of facial recognition, but with the iPhone XXX, you can have scent recognition. It smells you and unlocks the phone. Thank you very much.
Thousands are lining up to get one. We have Kima reporting outside the Apple Store right now.
Thanks, Leah. I'm here to find out why all these people want this new iPhone XXX. What about you? Why do you want this phone?
This phone has a lot of things, such as it's made out of gold and its screen is made out of diamond. When you drop the phone, it won't crack.
How long have you been lining up out here?
3 days. I'll sell my liver for this phone. I'll do anything for this phone. This phone is awesome.
So why do you guys want this phone?
I need this phone because everyone will be jealous of me if I have it. I will be so popular.
Great, what about you?
This phone had this awesome feature where you can press a button and you turn invisible. Like, who doesn't want to be invisible? You can play practical jokes.
No more iPhones! No more iPhones! No more iPhones!
Wait, so you guys don't want this iPhone? Everyone wants this iPhone.
Well, it stops people like talking face to face. They're too busy with their phones.
It's too big to carry around, it feels like a brick.
What about you?
Mate, have you seen that guy? I just don't like him.
You mean Steve
Don't
Jobs?
want to buy his products. No. No.
Mr. Jobs, Mr. Jobs!
Yeah?
Do you know that 3 people refused to buy your new iPhone?
What? The XXX? The gold XXX?
Uh-huh.
Send them to the sweatshops in China. Let them suffer.
Back to you, Leah in the studio.
We will bring you more information as the story develops. That's all from us on The Hour. I'm Leah Nelson, and stay classy, campers.
Hey, we're on it. Oi. Okay, hi everyone, welcome back to Channel 5 News. Okay, so we've just had our story on Saul, the man who was blind, who's now unblind and he can see again. But now we've got back to our new reality TV show, Keeping Up with the Pharaohs. It's sponsored by eSword.
Mungkin inikah yang dinamakan cinta, hati gembira rasa bila kau kata cinta. Siangnya suram kini menjadi ceria, hati yang gelisah akhirnya kini menjadi bahagia. Sana aku mendekatimu, mengambil kesempatan untuk tunjukkan cintaku.
All the work and everything. Oh man. Hey, what's that? The tour guide said there's something about the water.
It's been like the weirdest day ever. You wouldn't believe what happened when I went to the spa with my girls.
Girl, you're so funny.
I know, right?
Lounging around. I know.
So nice, isn't it?
Lazy today.
It's like pretty hot today, don't you reckon?
I reckon it's actually really bad.
It's been such a good day for me. Like, I'm actually about to go for like a little spa day. What you guys reckon? You wanna come? Yeah.
But make sure you don't get your beautiful clothes wet.
Well, guys, wait.
Parenting is tough. Like, 1 child is a handful and 2 is a complete disaster. Especially when the Egyptians are after you.
So my mum had this idea to give away my baby brother. Because, you know, like, we're coming up on tough times and all the firstborn boys are being taken away anyway. And I was just like, sweet, because, you know, more tuna bake for me.
I like all the work and everything.
Oh man.
Hey, what's that? The tour guide said there's something about the water.
Go get it.
I wonder what it is.
Okay, so I'm just hanging with my girls, you know, talking about a spa day, and one of them sees something and I say, go get it, and she literally got it. And I told her to go put it down and I was gonna, you know, open it up. It looked like a baby, and I opened it up and it was the most beautiful, magnificent thing.
Set it down, child. He's magnificent.
Gaga.
So at the end of the day, we got a beautiful little member of the family, and I think Dad will be very impressed. Won't you, Dad?
Where's my tuna bite?
How do I feel about a son? Well, always wanted one, but you know, we need them in the army, so that's where he'll go. Food servant.
Mungkin inikah yang dinamakan cinta, hati gembira rasa bila kau kata cinta. Siangnya suram kini menjadi ceria, hati yang gelisah akhirnya kini menjadi bahagia. Susahnya aku mendekatimu, mengambil kesempatan untuk tunjukkan cintaku. Rasa
Stacey. We are here with one. Sorry, that was.
Just hold the mic.
Man, he's heavy.
Hold the mic, Matt.
As quickly as possible.
Okay.
Cut. Sorry.
Good afternoon and welcome to Channel 2 News. Today we have breaking news coming from Jericho. A lake with undrinkable water has apparently been made drinkable by a prophet. We have managed to get a hold of him. We're now going to the field to...
You've done this 3 times perfectly. Why was it funny all of a sudden?
Wait. Where's my bear ears? Oh, there's my bear.
I hereby catch you in the name of the Lord.
What happened to your hair? Where's your hair?
You gotta be like right there. Then, like, you just like rush it down and you're like so excited.
Thank you, Caitlin. Chloe.
He tore his clothes.
Do you have any? No. Do you have anything else to say?
Wait, how do I
They
do it?
understand
Like, how do I
that.
make it me look evil?
No.
You can't, Micah.
Yeah,
I know, but I want to look evil.
You're welcome. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. You have to cute. Come on, maybe people. just do the top button.
Do you have anything else to say?
They underestimate.
There we go.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Sounds like Moses is in a bit of a pickle.
Yep,
and then I'll eat that, and then.
But
What am I going to say after that? And this is going to cut off and then it's going to go back to the, it's going to go to the scene. Is that what's going to happen? But if I say like it's been the worst day ever, help me.
You see something in your hand, you go, wait a minute.
No, it's just like the weirdest thing
Alright,
ever,
you gonna
and
start?
it's like Oh.
Save the day.
He's sitting there in his room going.
I mean, Niv's gotta have some as well.
Oh, yum yum, Niv.
Okay, so
just move it to the side a bit.
Yeah, Zoe was just like, oh, okay.
She's probably still small.
Stop. Can everyone turn?
Okay, slowly walk up.
Wrap it around your stomach.
It works.
Quiet.
People have lined these streets for 12,000. It's not 12.
Quiet. Go.
People have lined these streets for 1,000.
And go.
People have lined these streets. I mean, why else would?
See? The baby got pooed on.
After a strange encounter, a donkey has behaved.
Go.
After a strange encounter, a donkey has behaved in a peculiar manner. Viewer discretion is advised.
Okay.
Got Jackie Chan sitting next to
Quiet, everyone.
We have called in specialist David Attenborough to analyse this situation.
Okay.
Don't you find it absurd that a donkey has spoken?
Well, yeah, I kind of. I forgot what I was going to say.
Shrek! Welcome to Jurassic Park.
That was really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, he's got the money.
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 He's got the.
He's got the money, the fame.
Oh, good day, mate.
So, what materials are you using?
Well, you know, I just took a Yui down to Bunnies. Wait.
What materials are you using?
Well, I chucked a Yui down to Bunnies and put a snag in my front. Wait, sorry, mate. Yeah, it's a ripper of a job. Oh, well, it's smoke time, so.
I'm kidding.
I'm not.
Over the top. Are you kidding me? That's how you keep the obscure placing.
Ruined it, Jordan. Need to go around again.
Theory on your grandfather's disappearance.
What? The Russians? That's ridiculous. We think my grand.
So what we do know is that llama focuses on the great-grandson of Eni, Noza. Noza is a bit of a The question...
In the news. No.
Thanks, Leah. I'm here to find out why all these people refuse to buy your iPhone.
What? The XX?
The iPhone XX.
Send them to the... What?
Do you know that two people... No!
That's all, folks.